Hello, fam. How is it going? Now, we took a vote, and as you see in the title, Personal Growth 1. Now, I am going to be doing Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine reading. Divine Masculine readings. They're just not going to be as prominent. And I'm so happy. To be honest, I was like, oh, man. Wouldn't it be great if, because like so many people ask me about twin flames and stuff like that. And that personal growth took hold. And I'm just like, tears. Happy tears. We're all working on ourselves and loving ourselves. Fantastic. So this is a personal growth reading. If love comes into the mix, then that's fine. But really, this is about you. This is how you can grow from, if it be a love situation, awesome. If not, awesome. Now, this won't resonate with everybody, of course, because this is for a collective. Like, we're not even going by signs anymore, fam. This is for the collective. If you click on this video, don't feel like there's a timestamp on it, because there isn't. The messages were obviously meant for you. So you just feel free to do what you need to do with it. Take what resonates, you know, leave what doesn't. That old shenanigan, yo, what up? Anyway, so let's do this. Now, I got some I got traditional tarot cards, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to do this layout that I kind of made myself. Okay. All right. Outside, within, what we need to work on is next. Oh, wow. What we need to work on. We'll clarify as well. So this is exterior, interior, what we need to work on, what is hindering your growth is next. I see. And then the choices of outcome. Now, nothing is ever predicted in tarot. Tarot is to give you a perspective. It is to provoke thought. That is what this is about. Anyway, so that is what tarot is for if you're not aware. So this is just to help you grow, because we always have free will. So we always have a choice. What I'm seeing here, though, oh wow, looks like we got our cards. So let's interesting. Okay, so in your physical world, it looks like you are kind of waiting for whatever seeds that you've planted. You have been waiting for them to grow. It's kind of like watching paint dry, so to speak. That's like what I'm hearing right now. It's kind of like watching paint dry. You're kind of just like, I don't know. You're just like, you know what? I planted this a long time ago. When is it going to come to fruition? And that's fair. But it looks like internally, you either may feel like you don't have a whole lot of choices, but you may also just be completely hell-bent on something. And your challenge, like what's blocking you, or like what we need to work on, is the Ace of Cups reverse. So it could be that your heart is blocked. You're blocking love out of your life, new love. And, you know, the hindrance is the, you know, Strength card in reverse, which makes sense. So I see that you guys have planted seeds for, you know, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. That is definitely the physical realm, which is what this card goes with. So I feel like you guys are kind of waiting for everything that you planted to manifest. You're waiting for that message. You're waiting for that promotion. You're waiting for whatever. You're just waiting. And you're just like, I'm in the waiting game right now, and it's upsetting. I mean, fair enough. Who wants to be in the waiting game? Like, really? I'm going to set these cards aside until we get further. But it's just kind of weird. Like, I'm going to clarify this with the Seven of Cups reverse. So either you have made a decision about something or someone, or you feel like you don't have many choices. So we'll figure it out. So, Spirit, what is this Seven of Cups reverse? Please explain. Oh, okay. So, I mean, good. The Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, so I feel like you guys have made a decision. You know you're not trapped. You know you're not like at the mercy of any kind of circumstance or choices. Ace of Pentacles. So like there definitely is something coming into the physical realm that you are manifesting right now. And you're kind of hell-bent on it. You're just like, I've made my decision. I know what I want. Okay? But then there's this Ace of Wands, but it's like, how do I get it? How do I move forward? And it's kind of like stopping you. That's what I'm seeing with this Ace of Wands. It's just like, it's right there. I know what I want, but how though? I think that's the question we all have. Now, with this one, what we need to work on is the Ace of Cups reversed, and I'm very curious about that because I feel like anytime we have a block in the heart chakra or we have a block in any kind of like emotion, like an emotional blockage, it can really, you know, everything, like you can watch the seeds, you can wait for the paint to dry, but I mean, sometimes that can make things feel very, very slow. Now, Pentacles are about like slow movement. It will take time, but the greatest things do take time. You know what I mean? Now, with the Ace of Cups reversed, let's see what's going on with that, Spirit. Because this is what we need to work on. So, can you please explain this Ace of Cups reversed for us? All right. Yeah. Okay. So, either you need to make a decision in the emotional realm. Rest and rejuvenate as well. Okay. Okay. So, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to this, I feel like whatever you're manifesting, emotionally, you're not there yet. And if you're familiar with like the law of attraction, you're familiar with, you know, feel like you're there. Your feelings have a lot of power. And I think you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling like you're there yet. Can you clarify a little more, Spirit, about the Ace of Cups for this collective? It is going to be very general, way more general than like, you know, by sign readings because of shit. You could be wanting out of a relationship. We do have the singles card, or you could be happy single, but okay. All right. This is for somebody, and the roles can be reversed or whatever. Well, there's no roles. Like, this is for you, fam. It's just, this has to do with some kind of, like, love. This has to do with some kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but there's cups. And I'm getting the singles card, and before that, we had the Three of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Three of Wands reversed. Now, that's a lot of threes. What I'm seeing here is you may want to end a relationship and be single. But with the Three of Wands reversed, I feel like this opportunity, like if whether it be a sign, I mean, you can take this as your sign. It's not going to come in. It's a decision that you're going to have to make for yourself. Okay? So if this is something we have to work on, this could be a relationship with yourself even, where maybe you're single, but you're not happy being single. And I think it's natural to long for love, but sometimes when we're longing for it and not giving it to ourselves, we're actually blocking it. And with the Ace of Cups reversed, maybe you wanted a new start with someone else, and it's like blocked because you're in a relationship with someone else. You don't want to break their hearts. Like, you're so tired of the conflict within yourself, because with this Two of Swords and this Four of Swords, that you just want to kind of like, it's almost easier to stay in the Two of Swords state, which is indecision. And Swords is in the mind, and sometimes that's just what we revert to. But with the Three of Pentacles reversed, you know, that's collaboration and stuff right side up. But I'm seeing that you might be contemplating splitting from somebody, ending a relationship of some kind, so that you can have this, you know, this single, like fulfill, like there's fulfillment. I feel like you think that, or not even think, there's like an inner knowing, because this has to do with emotion, that if you end this relationship or third party situation, that it could be, not all the time, no judgment, that I need to clarify this because I feel like there's something, you feel like the grass is greener on the other side. Now, I want to see what provoked this because somehow you're still kind of stuck in your head about it. Ooh, okay. Well, there's that. Wanting to be single. Someone from the past, huh? I had to dig. I just had to dig, didn't I? Now, I hope you're not cheating, but, you know, sometimes this happens, and there's no judgment from me. But I think with your indecision, I feel like if you're just waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the ships to, like, this actually shows you're not waiting for the ships to come in. Or either that or, like, nothing's, like, you're going to have to make the choice, fam. Because this is something, apparently, that we got to work on. And it's not an easy situation to be in. And we have the Queen of Pentacles underneath. So being grounded in this situation, making sure you're doing it with love and compassion, but like stay grounded in it. So it's not that you're leaving because you want to be single, because we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. It could be a soulmate. It could be a twin flame. Could just be a karmic partner again. Or just someone from the past, because we have the Six of Pentacles. You want to make this a reality, whatever it is. But you're going to have to make a decision, and that's what I feel. I feel like this is about making a decision about that. Now, if you're not interested, obviously this won't resonate with anyone, but I'm going to go around the situations. If you aren't like in that position, obviously, I feel like this is a decision to love yourself. This is a decision to heal past trauma, past pain, giving more to yourself, resting, and making a decision to love yourself, making a decision to make yourself a priority. And so that way this Ace of Cups isn't reversed and all the shit is flowing out of it and nothing to give yourself. Learn how to fill your cup for you, because the blockage is the Strength card in reverse. Okay, that, I think that's a very obvious meaning. Maybe you don't feel strong enough. You need to find that inner knowing again. Nine of Swords. You know, and this is reversed, and usually I read that as like, hey, I mean, you're not, it's not keeping you up at night. I actually feel like it is. I feel like this need, it's like you're not paying attention, so to speak. Like your mind is kind of playing tricks right now and blocking you from seeing that you are very strong and that you are strong enough to get through this. Your feelings are valid. We'll get more messages from Spirit here in a second. And it's preventing you from victory. Maybe you feel like there was something that you wanted to do, you didn't accomplish it, and now you're just kind of stuck. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to clarify these a little bit. So your blockage is, I really feel like it's this. You need to see your own strength. Recognize how strong you are as you, for you. And if it is relating to a relationship, this reversed Ace of Cups, I think that it's time to really trust yourself. The sleepless nights may be over, but you still don't feel victorious. And the thing about the Pentacles is working on something is going to take time. We'll pull here in a second. But inwardly, you know what you want. You know what you want. You know what it's going to take to make you grow. You know the next steps for your journey. You know how to make this happen. There's just this indecision about it all. There's this fear about it all. I'm just feeling it. And it's understandable. It really is. Desert. Purity. Oh. I just did a video on that. Purity culture. So I'm seeing with this card that your well is dry. That love for yourself needs to kind of go up a notch. I think it's amazing that you guys know what you want, and it's understandable. It's like, how do I do the thing? I get it. But understand that that strength card is you. You do have what it takes. You do have the tools that you need. It's when you believe that you don't, that you are so paralyzed before you actually even take a step. I think these are for, yeah, good. Awesome. And then with the other cards that found out, yes, I mean, that's perfect. A lot of fours here. Balance in your story. Be careful of the stories that you tell yourself that limit you, that limit your beliefs, that limit your ability to move forward in your journey. Because with the strength card reversed, I feel like it would go right side up if, you know, there was some kind of like work to be done, you know, focus on your solar plexus, work on the heart chakra. There is a blockage in the heart. There's an indecision about, I feel like it's worn on you so much that you're like, I just need a timeout. And I think that's a good idea, to really understand why we need to work on this. But I think the whole part of your blockage is the stories that you tell yourself. It's not real, and situations don't define you, and mistakes don't define you. You are a strong person. You are victorious already. But until you feel that, it's kind of like what I was saying, until you feel that and believe that, it will never come to be. Bottom of the deck, we have resistance, which is understandable. I think you guys understand what's going on way more than you give yourself credit. But there, like that said, there is this resistance to it, in terms of actually doing the thing, or just doing something to move forward. Because you guys are working hard. So I'm not going to take away about what you guys are doing in the physical. You've already sowed your seed. You're just waiting for the reaping. You're waiting for the fruition of what you've manifested. But sometimes, I mean, I've actually made a post on Instagram where it's the in-between time that counts still. So whatever you do in between the time that it actually manifests into your reality and now is going to be super, super important. You know? And we have the Three of Swords reversed. So if you did have some heartbreak, it looks like you are moving forward from that. You are moving forward from that heartbreak. Notice how it's like holographic. Isn't that cool? You are moving from that heartbreak. You are letting it go. You are healing. But there might be, with both of these at the bottom of the deck, there's probably still a resistance in moving forward. And that's fair. So we're going to clarify the outcome cards, okay? Put these here for these. Like what you can choose to do between the two. And we already have advice for it, actually. So we have validation above the Two of Wands reversed. So the Two of Wands reversed is feeling caged, feeling trapped. Choosing to probably stay there because you don't feel like you have a choice, like I said earlier in the reading. But you do, and your key to knowing that you have a choice in the matter and have the strength to go forward is validation. Validating yourself, loving yourself, owning your story, owning who you are, not giving a fuck what other people think, not giving a fuck about what they'll say. Just do you, boo. I mean, these people don't live with you every single day, and if they do and they criticize you, it's time to rethink it, think again. In the present moment, you know, something that you could do right now, because we have the present card. The Nine of Wands reversed. So don't be so guarded. You could choose not to be guarded and be the fool. And be the fool. I know that it's like has a negative, like, you know, thing where it's like, don't be a fool. It's like, sometimes you gotta be a fool, almost. You gotta take chances. You gotta. It's a new beginning. Once you put your guard down in the universe, you can do this today, the universe will start blessing you. You'll start making, it may hurt. I'm not saying it won't, but yeah. So if you choose to stay trapped and you no longer can validate why you need to move forward in a certain way, you know, understanding that, you know, you're not limited and stuff like that. If you refuse that and you don't learn how to validate yourself, you know, the Knight of Cups is like a love offer, and stuff like that. If you are searching for love, and I see it as an offering from the universe as well. Aces are that as well, but this is what I'm reading it as. I am an intuitive reader. But, you know, that's going to block you. But I feel like some of you might, but the good thing about this reading is that there are solutions. So I can give you both. Let me just pull one more card for each side and then we'll wrap this up. Okay. All right. Ooh, fuck. Ooh. You could be dealing with a cancer. God damn. It's just, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, it looks great over here. I wish you could see. And I could show it to you, but not the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Wands reverse. So I think you guys just don't know what to do from here on out, and that is fair. That is fine. I think we've all been there. You know, you don't know what opportunity to go for. I'm just going to shuffle these real quick and then we'll dive into these. But over here, so you have two choices, okay? You can, with the Two of Wands reversed, kind of stay in this mindset that you are limited. Not challenge your beliefs, not challenge what stories you've told yourself, and just kind of stay in that vibe. It's going to block offerings from the universe. It's going to block love. It's going to block abundance. It's going to block celebration. We have the Three of Cups reversed. A lot of cups. It's going to emotionally take a toll on you. Okay? You know, and I understand that it probably wouldn't be a conscious thing. I don't think anybody that's, you know, is going to sit here and be like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in my cage. I like it. I don't think anyone's going to choose that consciously. It's about being aware of the cage that you might feel that you're in, and understand that you do have a choice, and that life, you create who you are. It's not only, you know, people are like, oh, I'm finding myself, and I get that. Like, I even had to, I had to find my center, but it's also about creating you, creating the life you want, creating, you can. You really can. It might take hard work. It will take time in a world that is always about instant gratification. Weird to hear it from a millennial, I know. But the greatest things take time. But you have to take some kind of step. You can't just sit back and be like, I hope this works out. You know, in my head. It's going to block you. If you're not aware of your limiting beliefs. If you're not aware of these false, these fears, you know, false evidence appearing real. If you're not aware of that, it's going to block you from all kinds of shit. And my hair just like got my eye. I mean, okay. But here's the good thing though. The cure for this is validation. Validating yourself, not seeking validation exteriorly. You will know your worth. Knowing your worth, knowing you are worthy of love, you're worthy of a good life. You know, knowing what that is for yourself, not based on societal standards. Knowing that about yourself is going to set you free. You know, not needing anyone's validation for whatever the fuck you do. It's going to set you free. And then here's over here. And I love that the present card is within this, because this is like a message to me, like, you could do this today. And all those like seeds that you've been waiting to like grow, and all those things that you've planted. I mean, fam, it's going to really start manifesting now because we have the present here, the Nine of Wands reversed. So when you let down your guard and just quit the idea that everyone's going to fuck you over, that everything's just going to get fucked up, and just take a leap of faith and go for what you want, whatever the hell that may be. Could be dealing with a Cancer. That is the Cancer card, the Chariot. I'm not seeing any more major arcana. But doesn't have to be. Now, and go for what you want. The Chariot is about swift movement forward. It's about going for it, being persistent. That is a Cancer quality. You know, being, you know, staying, you know, focused on your goal. You know, being in it for the long haul. The ups, the downs, the all arounds. Like, you're just in it. You're in it for the long haul. And that's what that's about. Once you let those defenses down, you're going to be able to welcome all kinds of new opportunities in. It's a new beginning. It's a new time for you. It's a time to actually get somewhere in your emotional growth, in your spiritual growth, in your personal growth. Now, I know this is kind of like all over the place because I haven't done these readings before, but I really like how it's going so far. And I'm actually giving you guys some like info. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Exactly. No matter what you pick, it's time to step up. I was actually wanting to say that earlier. I don't know if I said it, but how are you going to step up to the plate of your life? And stop waiting on someone to give you permission to live. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So yes, you are sowing seeds. It's time to sow more. You don't stop and then wait. You keep going. But you have to take that control in a sense. You know, it's like a mix between surrendering and being able to take the lead in your life. And sometimes surrendering is a way to take the lead. Everyone just said that, and I feel like someone's watching this. It's like Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob. What is today but yesterday's tomorrow? And it's like, what? Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. Deep. Deep. Some of you really need to do this. In that relationship scenario, if that connects to you, do you need to release this person? It doesn't help anyone staying in a relationship where, like, no, you know what I mean? I understand working in a relationship. I get it. You have dry spells. I get that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a prolonged amount of time and you just know it's time. Is there someone in the past that you haven't cut the cord to? Is there family members that have hurt you that you haven't forgiven? Is there parts of you that you haven't forgiven about yourself? Whatever it may be, it is time to let that shit go. Fill up your well, retreat. What did we say? Rest and refuel. Some of you feel like you just need a break. You just need to recoup. And I think that's a good idea to get your mind straight. All right, fam. There is your personal growth reading, the first of many. I love you guys. Thank you so much for voting and letting me know what you'd like to see. And like I said, you can check me on social media, Starbraid. Subscribe if this resonated with you for more videos. I will be posting a lot more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.